trends took a backseat at the annual Decorex interior design event this year, as design experts engaged in a range of discussions focused on how they can create interiors that are good for the environment as well as those who spend time in them. The conference, held virtually November 17th to 19th, is typically an in-person event in London but was held remotely this year because of the pandemic. "We need to create environments where humans can thrive," color and design consultant Karen Haller said at the conference, in a statement that summed up the focus of the event. Go beyond looks. What is it that makes up that slightly nebulous, hard to pin down home feeling? Design journalist Arabella Ewens asked during a Decorex panel discussion titled Designing for True Wellbeing at Home. The panelists talked about how to design a home for health and happiness rather than just aesthetics. They highlighted the importance of scent, sound and air quality, as well as how the residents use the space. "I usually concentrate on how a space makes someone feel, focusing on the senses, from the stylistic elements your eyes focus on as you enter the space to the textures you touch, as well as the elements that make up the acoustics. At the beginning of each project, we spend a lot of time getting to know the clients, from the first thing they do when they come home to the last thing they do when they go to bed," she said. "We try to discover what they find invigorating, what they find relaxing, what makes them tick. Do they long for a clutter-free environment to unwind in, after a hectic day? Or do they really enjoy seeing lots of cheerful colors and personal artifacts to boost their mood?" Gunter uses this information to build a picture of a space that works for that particular client. She makes sure clients focus on this vision, rather than becoming too distracted by other images. "It's easy to get carried away by an amazing picture of to be bold with biophilia." The importance of bringing nature into our interiors came up in many Decorex discussions. Design professionals highlighted the benefits of a view to the outdoors and of using natural materials in interior design. During a talk titled Back to Nature is the Future, panelists were asked whether adding plants and painting a wall green are enough to bring a natural connection to "If you're living in a high-rise, perhaps the only way is to bring in lots of plants," said Haller, the color and design consultant. "But as designers we can do more." She recommends the book Biophilia by Edward O. Wilson, which delves into the symbiotic connection humans have with nature. "When we live in harmony with nature, we really do thrive," Haller said. Designer Nicola Keenan of Box Creative in London highlighted the benefits of biomimicry, which is when designers solve a human challenge by learning from and mimicking the strategies found in nature. In a recent restaurant project, for example, Keenan's firm used a shell as the starting point, realizing the lines on its surface were an effective way of dividing the space. "There's so much you can benefit and glean from nature," Keenan said. 3. Bring in fresh air. Indoor air quality was another theme of the event. The World Health Organization has defined air pollution as the no. Environmental health risk, Philip Dowds of October said at the Designing for True Wellbeing at Home discussion. "Particulate matter, which are very fine particles, can." Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.